Hi, this is Faith, and you are watching The Faith Factor. Holla.
All right. Hey. Hi, you are watching Faith and you. This is the Faith Factor, and I am going to talk about quite a few things tonight. And I wanted to do it at nighttime because I plan to have a lot of fun with this topic, guys. I plan to really thoroughly enjoy myself with this. And there are going to be some toes. I'm just going to warn you, there are going to be some toes that's going to get stepped upon. Okay. I'm sorry. I don't even be trying to step on no toes. But some stuff, you just can't help it. You can't help it. So, you guys see the title of the video. There's a young woman. She just had an interview, an article in the New York Times, talked about her recent marriage to a man that is 64, no, actually 61 years older than her. So she's 24 and her husband is 85 years old. Like, wow. This guy is old enough to be her, not her dad. This guy is older than her father. This guy is older than her grandfather. This guy is old enough to be her grandfather, but he's actually older than her grandfather. So we're going to talk about this because I did a video about this not too long ago, maybe a few weeks ago, talking about women marrying older so that they can, make it in life. That's basically what we got here. They're marrying older. They're marrying older so that they can have some sort of stability. That's the gist of it. And I kept telling everybody because, see, a lot of people don't know what it looks like. You see the thumbnail. This is what it looks like. I showed you in the previous video, and you guys didn't believe me when I said it's not glamorous. You're not getting Idris Elba. You're not getting Will Smith. You're not even getting Morris Chestnut, who's also starting to age out a little bit. No, you're not getting none of that. None of that. So this young lady, this is the young lady here with her old fella. I got quite a few pictures of him. That's her with her old fella. Got another picture. Let me see if I got something better than that. I'm quite sure I do have something better. Hold on. That's her again. Different hairstyle, but that's still her with her old fella. Okay, this is what it looks like. This is what that is looking like. So it's not glamorous at all, as you can see. As you can see, this is, you got to be a certain type of woman to be able to deal with a man like this. And my hat is off to any of you that can do it, because I know I can't. I could not do this. Not at all. So I want you to pay attention to some things too, because I don't know if you can see it in this photograph. I might have inadvertently cut it off. But in the original photograph that I have, she actually has her arm out, and you can see a scar right along the vein in the crease of her arm. So we're going to delve deep into all of it because it don't it's giving me not sugar baby, sugar daddy vibes. It's more like giving me crackhead met her sugar daddy that was giving her the crackhead money vibes. This is what this is giving me. But before I get off into that, I did want to talk about some of the news that I had been hearing around the sector. First things first, I do want to address the whole Jason Whitlock thing, because he says some very egregious things about Black women regarding the entire Tyre Nichols debacle. He basically blamed Black single mothers for the attack. And he's just recently, I saw Baller X put something out that he went on an interview with Angry Man, and he joined the Manosphere, which is so funny to me. This is hilarious to me because looking at him, just, not even, because I've seen his work on Fox and different things, and just looking at this man, not even knowing nothing about him, but just looking at him, he looks like somebody that has to pay. If we can just be completely honest, he looks like somebody who might have to open his wallet and pay. And so the Manosphere has, I would say, notoriously been a stomping ground for men like him. So it's no surprise to me. I'm not surprised at all that he's teamed up with the Manosphere, that he's stuck his head in and said, oh, hey, my name is Jason and I don't get pussy. This is basically everybody that joins the Manosphere. This is how they introduce themselves. Hi, my name is Angry Man and I don't get pussy. Hi, I'm MOT. I don't get pussy. Hi, I am the mad bus driver and I don't get pussy. I mean, this has got to be the AAA I don't get pussy meeting of the Manosphere. And this is how they all come in. This is how they all introduce themselves. Hi, I'm a loser. I got to pay. Hi, I'm a loser. Nobody in the United States will touch me with a 10-foot pole, so I got my passport. And so they all get together and they form forces like Voltron so that they can have a space for themselves to whine and complain about the women that they can't get. So no, just looking at this guy, I mean, come on, are we really shocked? Are we really shocked that this guy has identified with Manosphere rhetoric? Now, I was talking with CK earlier today. He and I, we laugh. This stuff is, we don't even take this stuff seriously, guys. Okay, people that have actual lives, we're not taking this stuff seriously. This is comedy. This is entertainment for most people. People that have shit to lose, things that they're doing with their lives, they're not taking any of this shit seriously. I was telling him today, I said, you know what? This is going to blow up in the Manosphere's face. Because now Jason Whitlock, he is with mainstream media. And I believe that this is why they're so excited to have him on board. Because they've been hankering to say that they're mainstream for the longest. Even if it's something that, is bad press. They're like, oh, we're mainstream. They're getting bad press, but they're bragging about being mainstream. Hey, we're all being investigated by the FBI, but yay, we're mainstream. Oh, Kevin Samuels, he's mainstream. He got honorable mention in that one thing. They mentioned him for like 15 seconds. He's mainstream. They have been hankering to go mainstream for the absolute longest. So this may be the first time that they're actually close And that's if they don't fuck this up. But I'm gonna tell you, they already did. They done already fucked it up. And here's how. Now, Jason Whitlock went on television and he, without even thinking, he was talking to Tucker Carlson, who is a white supremacist. Everybody knows Tucker Carlson is a white supremacist. Tucker Carlson, I believe he gets his kicks out of letting Black conservative men come on his show and put their foot in their mouths. I really believe that, because he did the same thing with Kanye. Oh, Tucker just sat back and let Kanye talk and put his foot in his mouth. And I heard Tucker say to Kanye, I see why. I see why they want to keep you quiet, why they want to stifle you. And he wasn't commiserating with Kanye. He wasn't, hey, being like, hey, buddy, I understand your pain. He wasn't doing any of that with Kanye. He was actually laughing at Kanye, not with. So you go to somebody like Tucker Carlson and you say idiotic things. Tucker is not going to stop you. So this is what Jason Whitlock did. He went on to Tucker Carlson's show and he said the idiotic thing that he said about Black single mothers being the cause of 5 Black men killing another Black man in the line of duty. And Tucker just sat there with a straight face and said, and let him put his foot in his mouth. Now, this is where the Black manosphere, they're just as stupid as Jason Whitlock. Because this is going to be there's going to be a reckoning for that, by the way. There's going to be a reckoning for that. See, a lot of times people don't know what hit them until they're being hit. And see, they're thinking that they're going to get away with all of this anti-Black woman rhetoric. Now, see, you can kind of get away with it on YouTube, but when you try to take anti-Black woman rhetoric mainstream is when you start to fail. I predict, and this is just a prediction, because everything that he said, it could be classified under any one of these categories where people of color or women are protected. Basically, he went against a protected group on live television, and he doesn't think that there's going to be any backlash. I guarantee somebody has contacted a civil rights attorney, even as I'm speaking to you all about it. Now, in the last video, I did tell you all that Black women have the power to be heard. Didn't I? Now, mark my words, tonight is Saturday, February 4th, and the Faith Factor said that Jason Whitlock is basically going to cancel. He's either going to cancel himself out or he's going to put himself in a situation where he's going to have to tuck his tail between his legs and apologize. One of the two, whichever one happens first, and he might still lose his job. Saturday, February 4th. I give it 6 months. Because like I said, even as I'm telling you this, somebody is talking to their civil rights attorney. So, in the past, you have seen men online get drugged, get investigated by the FBI, lose their jobs for less than what he said. For less. And the manosphere is taking this guy into their trenches. Now, if Jason Whitlock knows anything about the manosphere, if he had done any research on his own, he probably wouldn't want to align himself with that group. See, he managed to go mainstream. He managed to get his stupid behind on an actual mainstream broadcast where he's getting a pretty decent paycheck. So now he's aligned himself with the manosphere, who has a really bad reputation right about now. With all that's going on with the Passport Brothers and all of the allegations of rape and different things of that nature, and messing around with teddy bears, little kids. So, you know, they don't really have a great reputation, misogynoir, the whole nine. So I don't know if Jason Whitlock did his due diligence and doing a background on the manosphere as a whole. But he did mention the manosphere. He mentioned that he wants to be a part of that. And so now he will forever be involved because he's on tape saying such. And this is going to be very damaging to him and what little career he has left. Because I'm telling you, even as I'm talking to you, somebody has contacted their civil rights attorney and he's going down. And the manosphere, by default, because they also associated themselves with Jason Whitlock, they're going to go down too, as if they haven't already been taking L's. So this is going to blow up in their faces to proportions that they did not even recognize. And I'm just going to sit back and watch the flames. So now we got another situation. Remember that video that I did about Tyre Nichols, and everybody was telling me in my comment section that I was being a little bit too harsh because I was talking about how he and George Floyd, before they both passed, how they were yelling out for their mothers before they died, but they were worshiping whiteness. And see, I said that for a reason, guys. Now, you all are just now seeing the tweets. I knew about these tweets the day of, but I was being respectful. I was being very respectful because someone told me that timing is of the essence and that I shouldn't drag them so bad. The video that I did, if y'all thought that that was me being disrespectful, I was actually being respectful in that video when I was only calling him a pussy. And, you know, I was just saying that it looked hella weak for him and George Floyd to be calling out for their black mamas when they had been worshiping whiteness. I was actually being respectful and going light on them. I knew about the tweets though, but I decided not to attack from that angle because yeah, it was, you know, we had just found out about the whole situation. But if you want to know why I went in like I went in, now you know. And the tweets are old, but he was still a grown-ass man when he said those things. He said things in those tweets about Black women, specifically about dark-skinned Black women. And see, this right here is just the same old, over and over again. Where a Black man dies and Black women are quick to take up the cross and go on this crusade to rally for him, picket for him. You know, we want justice for him. We want GoFundMe money for him. But then later on, we feel stupid when we found out that he didn't like us. We feel stupid. Tyre Nichols didn't like dark-skinned Black women. He was colorist. As a matter of fact, I don't think that he knew what he liked, because back when he was in his early 20s, He was extremely antagonistic and colorist towards dark-skinned Black women. And then I would say in his middle, 20s, all of a sudden he goes, "Oh, Black is beautiful." He has all this positive speech on his YouTube page about Blackness and Black people, and he's power for the people for about 2 or 3 years after that. And then he goes and he gets with a Becky, and he has a child with a Becky, and now he's back on, well, you know what? Fuck you bitches. So, he was back and forth on his social media for a long time. So this is why I said he was confused. And I don't think he liked himself very much either. What's up, everybody? Hit the like button on the way in. What's up, Nisha by Nature? Hey, Demetrius Hashikata is in the house. What's up? Reigning Woman, she's in the house. What's up? Let me see what you guys are saying. I hadn't been looking at the chat, so I apologize. But on Yellow Rose is the first comment that I see down here. She says, "I felt it in my spirit that I needed to wait, and looky here." Exactly. So this is why I say, it doesn't surprise me. I knew about those tweets, but like I said, someone told me, hey, it's not great timing. It's not a good look, to dance on a dead man's grave like this. I took it easy on him the first time. But if you want to know why I was saying what I was saying, now you know. Now you know. Rainy Woman says, "Well, thank goodness I ain't said nothing for him." This is what I'm saying, y'all. By now, it should not be any surprise. The darker the berry, man, more the self-hatred. The darker the berry, the greater the self-hatred. And it seems like especially the dark-skinned ones, the tall, dark-skinned ones, for some reason or another, they have like this supreme self-hatred in themselves. They hate themselves, they hate how they look, they hate their features, and they definitely don't like it in the women of their own culture. And they even call themselves unattractive. So, I mean, these type of self-hating men, I wouldn't even want that around me with somebody else's vagina. I wouldn't touch that. I wouldn't want that. Confidence is sexy. There is nothing sexy about a self-hating man that has no confidence in himself, to the point where he has to worship that which another man creates. There's nothing sexy about that. And other groups of women are starting to see it too, by the way. Other groups of women are starting to see it too. Let me see if I can find that picture. I thought it was so hilarious. Hold on a second. I could have sworn that I had downloaded it, but lo and behold, I be forgetting stuff sometimes, y'all. Sometimes I be forgetting. No, I didn't download it. Let me go and see if I can find it in my phone here real quick so I can put it up here. Here it is. Here it is. It's uploading right now. You guys remember this? You guys remember this scene right here? See, this is what self-hatred gets you in the eyes of other groups of women. It gets stuff like this. And this is why I say, there's nothing sexy about you portraying for the entire world to see that you don't like yourself, you don't like the women that look like you, and this is how they treat you. Like what this young woman did to this young man. This picture right here says it all. This is what they think of you with your dumb ass. And you think that you're putting down Black women You think that you're coming out here and you're internalizing this hate juice towards Black women and making us feel bad, but you're really making yourself look weak. And so this is a product of what it is that you put out. This is what you get from that. Black women are not being muffed in the face. That's you, by your preference. And this right here is symbolism, guys. I put this picture up here because this is straight symbolism of how they really feel about them. They're laughing at them behind their back. They're saying, this is a cheese ball. He's going to be easy to manipulate. And they're going to get their U.S. citizenship off of you. They're going to get your U.S. dollars because it spends well in their country. They'll be able to set their families up real nice with your money. And they're laughing at you. They're all laughing at you. Like they said in the movie Carrie, they're all going to laugh at you. They're all going to laugh at you. Well, that's exactly what's going on right now. And you know what? It is delicious. I have to say, I am enjoying every minute of this. So, exactly, Cassandra says easy marks. Yes, they are. Very easy. Yellow Rose of Texas says, well deserved. It's a joke until it's not. Yes, Hunty. Yes. So I want to get into the actual story. Let me go ahead and pull up the screenshot here. So, like I said, the young lady in question with her old man. I wish I had a larger picture. This is the best that I could do. But this is the old lady and her old man. Okay, probably this would be a better picture. There you go. So she's 24. He's 85. And I warned you all about these types of relationships already. Now, everybody's grown. When you're 24, you're grown. You can do whatever the hell you want to do. So I'm not trying to tell grown folks what to do. I'm not trying to tell nobody who to love. But I have got to report the news. So don't shoot the messenger, y'all. I'm reporting the news and I'm going to give you my take on it. So let me pull up this article real quick because this is a hot ass mess. I'm going to point some things out. Now, when the level up coaches talked about leveling up, I don't think that they had crackheads and their sugar daddies in mind. Okay, I'm just gonna put that out there. I don't think that the level up coaches had crackheads and their sugar daddies in mind at all. And I'm sorry, but she's giving me crackhead and he's giving me old man driving in the hood looking for prostitute vibes. Okay, this is the vibes that I get off of the both of them. But I'm gonna go ahead and find this article. Damn it. Hold on. Oh, wait a minute. Why the hell is my device asking for a goddamn install? Okay, here we go. So the article is from Smart News. They also had an article in New York Times, but this is the one that I could find at the time. And it says, I'm 24 and my husband is 85 and we want to start a family. 24 and she wants to start a family with a 85-year-old. Now, last time I told you that when these young women marry men that much older than them, getting ready to go into take that dirt nap, I told you that they are volunteering to become single mothers, didn't I? So if she's 24 and he's already 85, do you even think that he'll live to see his child to turn 5? that child will never know their father. This is why I said volunteering to be a single mother, voluntarily. And she knows it. But I'm going to go ahead and read this article because, oh, Lord, Lord, Lord. This is something else. To continue reading, download the Smart News app. I'm not going to download this app just to read this article. Y'all is crazy. Hold on. Let me find this article somewhere else. I can't believe they trying to strong arm me on this Smart News website into downloading this damn app. Baby, bye. I'm sorry, y'all. I thought I had prepared this app, but no. And then, hold on, man. And then in order for me to install, they want me to remove my ESPN app. Hell to the no, no, no. They crazy. Hold on a second, y'all. Let me go. I can't believe this shit. What's up, Reaction Satisfaction in the house? That's my baby. Hold on, y'all. I got to get this article. I could have sworn that I had this article, and all of a sudden, hold on a second, y'all. But look at him. Look at how old he is and how young she is. Now, I'm just going to point out some obvious stuff. Because you know what? Maybe it's a good thing that I can't look at this article. Because let me just say, I read this article. Basically, she is saying that she met him while she was working at a laundromat. Okay. He would come in and she would service him at the laundromat by laundering his clothes for him. And that's how they both hooked up. Now, I kind of think that that's the story they running with, because see, it just seemed to me like maybe she was working at the laundromat, you know, outside the laundromat, like standing outside, you know, probably soliciting, like maybe in a different type fashion than working in the laundromat, if you know what I mean. And I think that he was driving by the laundromat. I don't think that he actually put any clothes in there. Okay. I think that she was servicing him, but I don't think that it was at no damn laundromat. But that's the story they going with. So we gotta honor what they say, because we can only go by what they say. But ain't no 24-year-old gonna be sitting up here just, you know, super mad attracted to no 85-year-old out of nowhere. Some other interactions went down that I think was going on outside that laundromat. I think they probably met at the laundromat that she was standing outside of when he was driving up looking for a girl, and he found her, and they, you know, went somewhere and did something like that. I think that's how they met personally. But I'm not going to say that that's what happened. That's what I think happened. I'm not saying that's what happened, but that's what I think happened. So, yes, Cassandra, she could be his granddaughter. Actually, she says in the article that he's older than her father and grandfather. So he's actually older than her actual grandfather. Raina said, laundromat licking. You know what, Raina? I actually, you know what, I did actually have something for that laundromat licking. This is what she was doing for him. She was doing something like this. That's what she was doing. Okay. She peeled back the banana. But anyway, I'll be. Goodness. I told y'all I was going to have some fun tonight. Oh, Reaction Satisfaction said he probably found her walking near the laundromat offered her a ride, and she said she doesn't know how she was going to pay her rent, and he offered to help her out and then became a regular. You know what? Now, reaction satisfaction, I think that you hit it on the head. I think that's exactly what happened. Because I'm sorry, but yellow haired angel over here, you know, she claims that he's not her sugar daddy, according to the article. She claims that she is financially set before she met him. This is all what she claims. She says she was financially set before she met him. She doesn't say how she was financially set. Now, he is a retired real estate agent. Okay, so we can see how maybe he's financially set. But he met her allegedly working at a laundromat. And she claims that she was financially set before she met him. I don't know how that is. I don't know why a financially set woman would be working at a laundromat. But this is what, you know, she wants those of us that have common sense to swallow. She wants us to actually eat that. I don't think I want to drink that Kool-Aid though. Okay, that Kool-Aid don't seem like it tastes right. So anyway, what's up, BMT in the house? He says, "What a wonderful couple! Oh, aren't you just sweet?" Anyway, yeah, she claims he's not a sugar daddy, and that, you know, she's not after his money or anything like that. Raining says, "Now look at her. We all know she wasn't into no real estate." Well, no, now he was the person. He the 85-year-old man that she married, he's the retired real estate agent. She worked at the laundromat, and she says that when she met him, she was financially set as a laundromat employee. That I'm just reporting the news. I'm just repeating what she said. Okay, now whether we believe them or not is something completely different. I don't believe them though. They need more people. Boo, I don't believe you, boo. Okay, you need more people. You need more people. But I keep telling y'all that this is what that is going to look like. See, when you are a below average person that have no ambitions for yourself in life, and you find that you're lazy and don't want to tackle getting a degree or learning a profitable trade other than prostitution, you know, when you find yourself that you're not ambitious and that your only ambition is to do, oh, I don't know, something like this is your only ambition, you know, this is the only thing you good at, well, then this is what you end up with. Okay, because most men that are worth something, they're going to want more than just this. Okay, they're going to want a lot more than that, because that comes a dime a dozen today. Okay, with women being what they are today, that comes a dime a dozen. So in order for you to get a quality man, you're going to have a lot more going for you. Looking at her, she doesn't seem to have a lot going for her. Okay, she doesn't. So people like this, they choose a different path and they try to glorify it, and they try to package it up in a neat little bow, and they'll do tutorials on YouTube even to try to make it seem like they live in that glamorous life. Oh, I'm being taken care of. My man, he might be 80 years old, but he look good, girl. He don't look like he no 80 years old. They'll be with a man looking just like this, okay? And they looking just like this. Not looking like they dressing like they shop at
Macy's or nothing like that. She looked like she's still shopping at Target and Walmart. Okay, let's just be honest. She don't look like he upgraded her at all. I wish I had that picture where she had her arm out and she had that little black mark in her arm where it looks like it's the heroin mark. She had to get high to be with this guy. She got to be high to be with her guy. Okay? This is what this type of relationship does to you. But they'll get online and they'll lie. They won't show you a picture of their guy. They'll go and rent a cute little outfit. They're going to get their hair and nails done and make it seem like they live in the fabulous life. Everything's rented. Okay, the biggest scam ever. We already know how these scam artists do it. And they try to make it seem like this is what you want to do. And they will get with the nastiest, stinkingest, filthiest looking old man you ever want to see. Look at that little Huggerbook girl married to some guy that used to probably be her predator back when she was 5. And he on Social Security, walking around, looking fat and just as stinking and ugly as he ever want to be. But they go and get women like this that are desperate and poor. I told you, desperation and being poor, those are two deadly combinations. And this is what you turn up with. And she got to be high to be with her guy. And they don't tell you this when they're doing their little YouTube videos convincing you that this is the way to go, that you have actually leveled up. Yellow Rose said, looking at that bad wig. Nope. Exactly. Let me see what you guys are saying. Reigning Woman says, if she was already financially set from working at the laundromat, my name is Hillary and my husband was once the president of the U.S. Baby, she need more people because I ain't buying it. BMT says he's going to the wedding. Okay, BMT, you can go on to that old wedding if you want to. I'm not blessing that mess. I'm not blessing that mess at all. Yellow Rose said that shirt she has on says everything about that picture. Yes. Honey, yes. Hold on a second. I'm reading you all's comments. Let me see. I think I'm caught up because most of this is okay. Yeah, okay. So anyway, they come on here and they try to make it sound like y'all leveling up. And this is why I kept telling y'all cannot believe everything that you hear from these people on FoolTube. Okay? FoolTube will make a fool out of you and me every time. FoolTube will have you sitting up here looking like this chick right here with the yellow hair, the Walmart shirt, and the busted ass smile. Her teeth need work, okay? This is just a bad situation all the way together. She has not leveled up, y'all. But FoolTube will fool you into being in this situation right here. This situation right here. Yellow Rose says, you notice she put on the Mammy Act and made him feel like how his mammy did back in the day. Probably so. I'm guessing that you are absolutely right. Demetrius Higashitada says, well, that's a new name for it because most people call it nigga tube. You know what? I told y'all I was going to try to stop using the N-word, y'all. So I'm going to call it FoolTube for now. I'll think of something else spiffy for it. But yeah, for now, it's FoolTube. So yeah, she probably put on that mammy act. You know how all the women, how she faking it until she make it. And she says that she wants to start a family with this guy. Like I said in my previous video, when women marry men old enough to be their grandfathers, when it's that much of an age difference, and you have a child with this person, you can just get ready, prepare, hope he has a good retirement plan with a good pension, and that he's got everything signed over to you. He's got a good life insurance policy with everything signed over to you. You got financial power of attorney, medical power of attorney, even though you're married. Because nowadays the marriage certificate don't even mean nothing. You got to get the power of attorney too. And you have to have everything set up for you. Because if you don't, you're just going to be a single mama with a death benefit. The Social Security will pay a little death benefit, but that's barely enough for you to make it off of. And it's not worth you giving up your life and your freedom for the next 18 to 24 years, raising a child that you only plan to bring into this world so that you can get a bag. Now, when we say it out loud, let me just say that again. Bringing a child into the world that you only plan to be here just for you to get a bag. When you hear it said out loud, how does it sound? Does that sound appealing at all? Does that sound very smart? Or does it sound smarter to get your own bag? Does it sound smarter to cultivate and put all that energy into yourself and start a family with a man that's going to give you children you actually want, from a man you actually want? See, I get so sick and tired of all these smart, dumb people coming online and talking, because they ain't saying nothing new. They ain't saying nothing that the previous generation of whores haven't already said. Like I said when the video first started, I'm going to step on some toes. I don't mean to, but this is just how I feel. So BMT says, so do you want these girls married or not? I do, but I want them married not just for the sake of getting married. Because see, people do enough of that. There's enough of people just being stupidly married. I'm tired of people being stupidly married. I see a lot of dumb, how can I say, marriages where people got together and they shouldn't have never got together. It's a lot of stupidly married people in my own family. And I get sick and tired of them, because every time you see them and when they in their husband or wife face, they all, I love you, I love you. And then as soon as they leave, oh, I can't stand him. Oh, I'm so glad he gone. And then you got to hear them complain about the person they stupidly got married to, that you told them the shit wasn't going to work in the first goddamn place. So yeah, we got enough stupidly married people. I'm tired of Black people giving the same busted advice to young people that have been passed down from generation to generation to generation. Tired of that. You don't think that these types of marriages haven't been going on? But I thought we supposed to be modern women. But I see that the more things change, the more they are the same. Because even modern women are still making the same mistakes over and over again. We've been marrying for convenience for a long time. I thought, when we became modern women, when we got women's liberation, when we got the right to choose, the right to do this, the right to do that, that we would finally stop being dependent. But we still got that 1950s, 1960s mindset of wanting to be dependent on somebody, not wanting to work, not wanting to be independent. See, I'm sitting up here listening to a lot of not wanting to be independent women online every day. And yet the men are complaining about modern women. Yellow Rose says it's transactional. I bet this old man isn't smacking her up and running in the streets. She is getting a bag when he dies. I'm almost sure of it. Yeah, he can't smack nobody up. If this old man were to even ball his fist to try to smack anybody up, he would probably break into 1,000 pieces. Come on, y'all. He would probably break. And I don't know what type of bag he has, because if he has a bag, like I said, he has not upgraded her. He hasn't upgraded that wig she got on. He hasn't upgraded any of the clothes that she has in these photos. I don't see any upgrade, y'all. I'm expecting to see photographs of her riding around in a Maserati, living in a big house, better hair, better clothes. I'm expecting that grill she got to be fixed. I'm expecting an upgrade. So if he can't even upgrade none of this that we see on the surface, you can imagine what we ain't seeing. And see, the bar is low when it comes to Black women and what we think is high value. When I listen to that little Hugabrook girl talk about her predator, as she like to playfully call him, he's my predator. And the man is collecting a Social Security check. And I believe in her little mind, she thinks she's getting the bag too. So like I said, I am sick and tired of people getting stupidly married around here. Sitting up here don't know what the actual bag is. Y'all don't even know what the bag is. Y'all just going around grabbing at anything because you just don't want to work. You would settle for a $1,500 a month pension check and say that that's the bag. And you'll go on YouTube with your cheap ass wigs and your cheap ass outfits trying to convince everybody that you won something. And what you did was you had a child, you brought a child into the world that you really didn't want, just so you can get $1,500 a month when this motherfucker dies. And I'm just going to put it out there the way it is, because that's exactly the way it's playing out, especially in Black society. And when this is a white dude, so you can imagine what it's looking like in white society, in Black society, excuse me, where the average income of the average Black man is 45K. Black men pretty much plateau out when they hit 25, and when they hit 45, they're still making the same thing they made when they were 25. Okay, Yellow Rose, do you, boo? You do you, I'ma do me. Yellow Rose says, a little bag is better than no bag. A shiny old Buick is better than a Maserati, but it's better than walking. Okay, baby, let me tell you something. You could do better than that if you would just go learn a trade, get your own little skill set together, and get an actual career. You could actually do better than that. But because some of y'all lazy, some of y'all don't want to do better than that, Some of y'all just don't want to work at all. And ain't nothing wrong with that. You do you, boo. You know, you want that $1,500 check and that little busted Buick. You would rather do this to get that little bit. Hey, if you want to hustle backwards, do you? I call that hustling backwards. He got to be able to give me what I can't give to myself. If I can go and get a decent career or learn a decent trade and make triple that, then I am not going to be the cat licking the banana for no $1,500 pension check and a busted Buick. And that's what some of you all are getting. And you're just happy to be getting that. And you're happy that you ain't got to get up every day and work. So you would raise that child that you only had to get that $1,500 pension check in poverty just to do so. And that to me is the very definition of hustling backwards, because children are expensive. So all the people that have set up here and lied to you about the bag, I'm here to show you in real time what the bag is looking like. This is what a lot of you all are going out and doing. This is what a lot of you are doing. And you're online lying, trying to make it seem as if you're living this glamorous life, and you're not. Like I said earlier, it is better for you to get with someone your own age and build with that person, because the odds are that you're probably going to meet a man in the Black community, especially, that's making about maybe 40 to 60 or 70,000 a year. If you put your money together, you have a 6-figure income. You build together with someone your age. This right here, this picture right here that I'm showing you right here, this looks like a lot of work. This right here looks like a lot of work to me. If I had to wake up to Mr. Geritol every morning and I have to, do this for him every morning, and mind you, his banana probably don't look nowhere as good as the banana that I'm showing you. But if I had to wake up every morning doing this to Mr. Geritol, if I have to kiss and lick on that, that's a lot of work, y'all. Do you understand? Do you understand the type of mindset you would have to have as a woman to be able to engage like that? I could, and you have to wait until he dies. I couldn't do it for 2 seconds, let alone wait until he dies. I couldn't do it for, and then for the little money that you're probably going to get there is no pot of gold at the end of a lot of these rainbows, by the way, y'all. There's no actual pot of gold. But you guys will be doing this. For that little change. Because there ain't no pots of gold. It's just a little change at the end of the rainbow. And you eventually going to have to go back into the workforce. No, Demetrius, hell no. I would not. He do look like the old version of Mr. Rogers, don't he? Yeah, I'm going to talk about how trifling it is, Yellow Rose, because like I said, there's already a lot of people glorifying this, but they're not shining the magnifying glass on what it actually looks like. And I'm going to be honest, a lot of people are going to take issue with what I say about this, because I'm just going to be honest. It's probably 70 to 80% of you all on this social media where you all are doing this, and this is going to hit every last one of you. So the hit dogs are going to holler, because the hit dogs are the ones that I'm describing, that's getting that little $1,500, $200 here, $300 there, holler, to do this type of work. They're not getting paid these insane amounts of money that they're claiming. And that's the reason why they come online. They're bitter half the time. They're not happy. They're talking about these black men and all this other stuff. This is who you're taking your advice from. Yellow Rose, no. Hell, I'm getting to the age now where I might be the wet diaper, but I'm not in a hurry to wake up next to no wet diaper. Hell no. Hell to the no. But especially, I wouldn't be telling no 24-year-old to sacrifice years out of her life doing something like this. Your time would be better spent definitely doing something else, is what I'm saying. A lot of you all ruin your lives laying down and out of scheming. You know, this is you all laying down, having children out of scheming and conniving to get somebody else's stuff. And you ruining your own lives. You're ruining the life of that child you brought into the world that you didn't even really want. Because you're scheming, you're conniving, and you scheme your way into ruining your own life. So, you know, these are the choices that you have to make. And I'm just telling the other side of the story, because you're going to hear the glitzy, glamorous side of the story every time. The glitzy, glamorous side of the story is that you're going to find a high value man that earns 250 to 500K in this imaginary world of LiarTube, in the imaginary world of FoolTube. You're going to get these people spending these Cinderella fairy tales, these pretty woman fairy tales. Oh, just like in the movie Pretty Woman, she was a prostitute and she got to marry the high earner guy. And he took her shopping and he bought her all this expensive stuff. And then at the end of it all, he married her. That's the Cinderella tales you all are always going to get. You're not going to get the Social Security Section 8 poor man's pension tale, because that's actually the reality. $1,500 will keep a lot of women who aren't high end comfortable. Where? Comfortable where? Okay, girl, shoot, I need to know where you live, okay? Because where I live, then 1,500, no. 1,500 a month. That waking up to this every day is not worth 1,500 a month. I'm sorry. And with a kid too? No. No, ma'am. Not even with food stamps, not even with Section 8. It's not worth it. But like I said, I wanted to present the other side of this. Now, If you happy with $1,500 a month, if you happy with, your food stamps and your Section 8, and you might get like a little side hustle or something so that you can live under the radar, and you feel like that's your sweet spot right there, and you having the baby that you didn't really want and all of that was worth it, do you? But I'm saying you can have the same lifestyle but better, minus the kid, if you just went ahead and cultivated yourself, got your own bag, and you're still living a nice lifestyle without having to be the cat licking the banana. I'm just saying. Just saying. Whoo, I lost a lot of y'all tonight. I heard, like I told you, I was going to step on a lot of toes, didn't I? And didn't even mean to. Once again, these are just my thoughts and my feelings on the situation. I'm not trying to tell grown folks how to live their lives. I'm just here to present a second part of the story, another side of the story that don't really get told. And oh, by the way, a lot of these guys know how to hide their money, by the way. So watch out for that. A lot of these guys know where to put their money, whose name to put the money in, whose name to put certain properties in. So you got to watch these guys too. So if you're going to do that, make sure you know all assets and where all flows of income is coming from, and that they're not hiding income, because there have been instances of that happening as well. And a lot of you cannot afford, what do you call those tax attorneys? You can't afford those types of attorneys. So I just wanted to put that out there for you guys. Take it, do with it what you will. But like I said, once you say the stuff out loud, it ain't sounding good, ladies. You lay down and she says she wants to have a baby by this 85-year-old man. So she's volunteering for single motherhood. So she's the last person I want to hear complaining about how hard it is to be a single mother, and that her husband passed away and that's why she's a single mother. Number one, she knew she was going to be a single mother when she went into the situation. She knew the man was going to die. So I have no sympathy for her. This is something that you went in with your eyes wide open and you knew what you were doing so that you can get that little check. But here's the other thing. He's 85. And according to the article, he doesn't have any children. So she's assuming that he can have children. She's assuming that he can get her pregnant. So that's the other shoe that might be a disappointed drop for her, if he doesn't get her pregnant. And she isn't going to get the additional income after he dies for the child that she's been banking on. So once again, you got to be able to see something from far, far away. And a lot of you ain't that smart. I'm just going to be honest. A lot of y'all ain't that smart. You ain't that bright. You're kind of dumb. You kind of, on the slow side. But hey, that's what I'm here for. I'm here to help those who need help. So you can take it, and you can take it with a grain of salt, or you can take it for what it is. Like I said, I'm not telling nobody what to do. But this has been Faith, and you have been watching The Faith Factor. I want to thank everybody that came in and listened. Because like I said, I was going to have fun with this tonight, and I think I did. And I think I hammered home my point. I always have a point that I want to make in a different perspective. I don't want to be out here saying the same thing and be an echo chamber like everybody else. And I definitely don't want to lie to you. I'm here to tell you the cold hard truth, or as you say, red pill, if you will, however you want to take it with that. But I'm definitely not here to lie to you or blow any smoke up your ass. We all grown and we all should be able to take different perspectives. So here's another one. Do with it what you will. Oh no, chaos. Oh no. No, definitely not that. I'm not trolling at all. See, you would have to come in and listen to the first half because I'm finished. I'm about to go. But I will say this: do with the information what you will. I don't tell grown folks how to live their lives. I just report the news and I give my perspective. And with that, I want to say I love all you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the like button on the way in and the way out and share the video because that keeps me on top. And with that, until next time, peace. Oh, you okay, Chaos. He said I was asking Yellow Rose. Okay. All right, I'm sorry, Chaos. Well, with that being done, Chaos, I love you. Peace. I got to go, y'all. I'm out. Until next time, holla.